Welcome. It is the 5th of October. Daylight savings has started, much to my annoyance. But spring has certainly sprung. It's been a beautiful 22 degrees today, which doesn't sound like much, but it is quite warm. I've got shorts on, if that says enough. And it's been a while since I've had a look around the garden, so I thought we'd do a little bit of a tour. Let's go have a look. Something I've spoken about quite a lot, ignore the fish tank. I no longer keep fish, for anyone keeping track of that. For a long time I've been talking about having a strawberry bed over here, and I am in progress. So the strawberries will be taking them out of here and utilizing those pots for something else, and the strawberry bed will go here. The reason I've got these pallets is because I'm going to build a little frame to keep the birds out, being one of the main pests, revitalize this particular bed here, which I've just started doing, but I'm not sure I'm going to get this done today because it looks as if it's about to rain. But we're going to revitalize this and pop the strawberries in here, so hopefully by the next video, which I'll try and actually do next month, because I should have a lot of stuff coming up over the next few weeks as we move towards summer. We should have a nice strawberry bed with lots more room for them to grow, a little bit more appetite for growth, and hopefully safety for the strawberries as well. Moving on, if you do hear me out of breath, it's because I have a cold, as is natural when spring comes along, and my sinuses are cooked so I can barely breathe. So just talking and attempting to breathe, which makes me sound like I'm massively unfit, which is true, but also not the reason for over breathing. Anyway, I just weeded this raspberry bed. So you'll remember from sometime last year, I actually planted the raspberry canes, which were actually up the back. One of them failed across on the right hand side, but that's okay. But this side has gone absolutely gangbusters. So we've got lots of little, I don't know what they're called, but little sprouts of raspberry, which are coming up here, which I'm hugely happy about because I love raspberries. So I'm kind of hoping they sort of spread across, which I believe those sorts of berry plants do, and we'll have heaps of raspberries, particularly next year, but maybe this year as well. One of my other favorite things to sight in the garden is this eucalyptus cassia, absolutely beautiful flowers, which pop out now. Bees having an absolutely bonzer of a time, and we'll give them a bit of breathing room, but lovely plant. I absolutely think this is one of the most gorgeous plants I have in the garden. So there it is. Weeps over a little bit and provides these beautiful flowers, which both the bees and the birds love. So I've got that there. As for the saffron, these have all gone to sleep basically. I'm in the midst of just popping a little bit more soil in them, and then I'm going to pop some fly wire over the top of them because birds for some freaking reason love digging in these little pots. So I'm going to try and protect them, pop them around the side of the house. As for the veggie pod, at the moment I'm a little bit of a loss as to what I'm going to do with this. So it's currently got strawberry spinach in it. So this is all strawberry spinach. You can, well, with the exception of this guy here. So we can of course harvest the strawberry spinach, the berries and the leaves are all edible, but it's not really the best place for strawberry spinach. It's just grown very well in here. So I'm open for ideas of what we'll put in here, something of produce variety of course, but we'll see what happens. The other thing I did just do was clear out I guess what's going to become an asparagus bed. So this is all cleared out now. But of course nothing happening here for quite a while until that asparagus is mature. Let's jump out to the back area. We'll start with the main beds this time and then head over to the greenhouse. I've got bunches of carrots in here. They're not going to be very successful. They're going to be the very traditional carrots of lovely up top and then absolutely nothing down below because I didn't thin them out. I got very lazy when I had them when I seeded initially. So these are all very, very tightly bunched up. So not likely we're going to get a much on the carrot front there, but it is what it is. I'm just happy at least that they've grown relatively well, and we'll utilize this soon for something else come summer. Meanwhile, Leftover broccoli. I obviously oversowed broccoli because everything flowering here basically, except for these ornamentals, is all broccoli flowering. So went a little bit too hard. Got through as many of them as I could, but yeah, that's all good. At least I know everything grows really well here. One thing I will point out is we had some bokashi compost through all of this bed, so I don't know if that's had an effect, but everything has grown beautifully in here, so that's perhaps a nod to the bokashi. Meanwhile, all the garlic, I'm a little bit concerned about my garlic this year. So this entire bed is garlic, with the intent that come November, normally these would be probably quite big, like this one over here, but they're actually quite small. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. This is a vastly different outcome to what happened in the opposite bed against the brick wall. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. We'll see if we actually get a good harvest of garlic this year, but around November time I'll be transplanting the tomatoes in, whether the garlic's doing well or not. So we'll see what happens. Orange doing well. After this fruiting is done, I'm going to hopefully give it a little bit of encouragement to grow more generally so that I can get more oranges off it next year. Lemon doing well as usual, and the bananas starting to come back. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a stem popping back up here, and a good sign that this one's definitely alive. The big one is definitely alive. That's for reference, that's about 10 feet tall, I'd say, about 2 and a bit meters. The little pups will probably come back or sprout again. This was a red Dhaka banana, which I think this might actually be dead, but we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks as things warm up. And the dog's ground lettuce is doing quite well. In terms of the main beds, we had Brussels sprouts here, gotten rid of all these. We're just clearing a lot of stuff through these main beds. As you can see, cauliflower all flowered up. I'm not growing cauliflower again. This is basically the third time. I don't know why this happens, but the cauliflower, it was very spindly. When you purchase cauliflower from the shop, it's nice and tight, real tight little clumps of the flowers. This was insanely spindly, and I don't know why. But until I figure out why, I'm just not going to grow it again. All good. Got a few lettuce in here, which you can see, which were just self-seeded. And my spring onion leek combination work over here, completely unintended, but it has done quite well. Harvesting these to use in dinners and lunches as we move along, so that's pretty good. I've had 6, maybe more, 6 or 7 cabbages. So that's been really, really cool to get through these cabbages. One last one to end off the winter, along with a mountain of kale. I did not think the kale would go this crazy in terms of its growth, but it did. And the silver beet, which has been here for an extremely long time. I think this has nearly been here since last summer, is still going. So, you know, silver beet, pretty cool. And we've also got a lot of lettuce here, which I planted just for fun. While we're here, there's a little friend up in the garden there. Where is he? Hard to see. Oh, he's gone. It's all right. Little rainbow lorikeet. Anyway, herb bed doing really well. Having to get rid of a lot of these lemon sage. But like, I'm just cutting it back, but it keeps popping up everywhere. But speaking of which, the thyme and the chives are coming back, which I'm really happy about. I love using both of those herbs. And we've got like a normal kind of sage over here as well. And meanwhile, flowering on the bay tree, so that's nice little flowers there. And like, the grass across the garden has been slowly coming back. It has been very, very yellow and dead looking through the winter, which completely understandable. It was freaking cold, but it is starting to color back up and return to form now. The only thing I'm having to do is get rid of some of these clumping, we'll call them flyaway grasses that have flown in and sort of populated here. I don't mind overall, you know, it helps a little bit, but I'd rather the real grass be doing well, so we'll see what happens. That's what I've been doing over there. Anyway, we have a million silver beet, as you can see, because I've got this one here along with the other one in the main bed. So we've got a lot of silver beet to get through. We've also got these peas, snacking on some peas when I can, both the shoots and the actual sugar snap peas. And that's pretty much it for all of the production-based stuff. Little flower bed over here, still doing quite well. And meanwhile, a quick tour of the greenhouse. So inside the greenhouse, I have the avocados. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is normal, but they've decided to relieve themselves, to use a weird term. So this started happening about a month and a half ago. They started losing all of their leaves, especially this one was first, but they've grown them all back. So it's all good. What are these flies doing in here? So they've grown them all back, but they have shed all of the other leaves here, and this one's just starting to go through the process now. So I don't exactly know if this is normal, but I don't know. It seems to be sticking around. So avocados, hopefully they will continue going on. We'll move them outside in the summer so they get some proper warmth and heat and changing in temperature, so on and so forth. Curry tree coming back as well, just starting to regain some of its color. Hopefully we'll get a lot more growth on this and be able to use some of those leaves. And last but not least, seedlings. So we've got things like onions, corn up the back. We then have, I'm going to try some watermelon. We've got beetroot, various types of tomatoes, at least 6 different varieties of tomatoes. So we'll see how that goes, along with things such as some sunflowers and beans and capsicum, pumpkin, zucchini, all those sorts of things. So hoping to get some really good kickoff with these seedlings here and actually get my seedlings started quite early and not have to actually go and buy too many. I might have to buy a few, but I'm really, really hoping that everything here does really, really well and can transition out into the main garden for the summer. So that's the situation in the garden. Yeah, hopefully some more regular updates coming out now as we start to kick into the warmer months when things actually start to happen. Thanks for watching. See ya.